Another day, another strength workout. The goal is the 1,000 pound club with the deadlift, the squat, and the bench press using RPE training. I put on about 150 pounds of weight over the last 2 months to that total max. So if you want to see how I did that, stick around and find out. I will be attempting a new PR on bench press today. Can't get past 273, so stick around if you want to see if I can do that. Spoiler alert, I don't, because this is the intro, yes, but I've already worked out. It's just easier to talk about what you did rather than talk about what you're going to do. So I failed, but hey, that's okay. I got a little bit closer this time, I think. I will also kind of talk about just, being patient with yourself, but not complacent. Don't wait to get things done. Life is short, but life is long too. So stick around if you want to hear more about that. If you just want to work out, description of the workout is in the description. So just go do that. You don't have to watch this, but I appreciate it if you do. Thanks. Elite fictional tip here before we do the 1 rep max on deadlift. If you really want to have your peak energy for the day when you are ready to work out, what you do is you take your pre-workout, realize how tired you are, go take an hour, hour and a half nap, hang out on your phone for a little bit, chug some more pre-workout, and then do your workout. Tell you what, I've never felt better than after doing that routine. So, if you want to blow through more money in your pre-workout, that's a good way to do it. If you want to take more caffeine than you like to take in a day, that's another good way to do it. So, really, there's just nothing wrong with doing it that way. I've never done it that way, except for today. Despite me being at this 1 rep max for about 2 weeks now on deadlift, I swear it's getting heavier. I don't know, I don't have the plates to keep going up, so I guess the deadlift motivation drive is going down. But it feels like exactly my 1 rep max, so it's okay for now. To tie into the elite fictional tip I gave you earlier is you don't want to prioritize sleep. It's overrated. If you can get 1 or 2 hours here and there, you're probably good to go. If you can go to bed with the intention of sleeping and be like, oh, I'll just be on my phone for a couple minutes, then all of a sudden you're on it for an hour and a half because you're an idiot that gets sucked into stupid YouTube documentaries of random people I barely know anything about. Yeah, so that's what I did last night. That's why I needed a nap today, because I stayed up till like 2:45 like an idiot watching something about a guy named Pirate Software. I've seen like 2 shorts of his on YouTube, but I got sucked in. Apparently everyone hates him now. I could give you more details than that, but you probably don't care either. I don't know what it is. Sometimes I get sucked into those documentaries. I mean, the YouTubers do a good job at compiling them, but there's I've watched too many hours of people I know nothing about and don't really care about, and their drama and their story. So, yeah, don't worry about sleep. You don't need it. You don't need it to make gains or to feel good. I think most people have the desire to get better or improve in one way or another, if not many ways. So it's funny, when it's 1 o'clock in the morning and you're tired and you just don't give a fuck about anything, and then you finally put your phone down, or you wake up the next day and you're like, what the hell was I thinking? Why did I do that? I don't care about the 2 hours of whatever you spent your time doom scrolling through. It's hard to get over those things. In some ways I still feel like a child, which is weird to say at 34 years old, but you just make decisions in the moment that are stupid for you, and you just do it anyway. I really don't feel like I was an adult till I was about 28 years old, which is kind of pathetic to say out loud, but I was still staying up regularly till 3, 4 in the morning playing video games, or just working dead-end jobs, not doing anything, not progressing towards anything. But then I got laid off, and there was a hurricane where I was living, and it caused some mold in our apartment, so we got out of the lease free. So we moved back in with my in-laws. So obviously just making a bunch of childlike decisions at the time. And then I finally, some things clicked. I started listening to the right content, and things just started making sense. Started investing, started working out, long-term investing. So just started actually preparing and planning for the future. But still have those things, still have those childlike tendencies to do stupid stuff that doesn't help me progress towards anything that I actually want to accomplish in life. And man, I feel like 28 or 25 or mid to late 20s might be the new adulthood as opposed to 18, just because in today's day and age, I don't know how anyone's supposed to buy a house. And obviously that's not directly tied to becoming an adult, but it is a nice stepping stone or step into an adulthood when you just have your own place, you got your own responsibilities. You can do that in other places, but as someone that got lucky enough to buy a home before everything went crazy in COVID, it was a real difference to feel like growing up when you just, you purchase your own place like that. The grip. Oh man, I gotta work on my grip strength. It's atrocious. So I hate sleeping in shirts that have sleeves on them, and I hate sleeping without a shirt because confession here, I don't like feeling like my boobs, my man boobs, just like laying on me. It's pretty weird insecurity, I know. But anyway, now that it's summertime, I'm going through my sleeveless shirts too fast, so I'm going full white trash mode. And just, cutting the sleeves off other shirts. Why not? They just sit in my drawer. I don't do anything with them anyway. So it's Mac mode from Sunny in Philadelphia. If you haven't seen that, it's good. Go watch it. But yeah, he's obsessed with the sleeveless shirts. I can tell you what, I might just start cutting them all off too, because why not? Just embrace it. But I'm just gonna have to go full bulk mode. Yeah, it's really pop out of these things. Massive bulk, if you know what I'm talking about, All right, another attempt at 273 pounds on the bench press. This is probably my third or fourth attempt over the last couple of weeks, and just haven't been able to get it yet. I have hit a plateau. I'm feeling like I'm probably not going to get it again today, but I want to do it. I want to get it, so I'm going to try anyway. Here we go. Oh man, I actually feel like I was kind of close that time. I just have a weak chest. I can't get it past that about 6-inch gap off my chest. But I think I'm making progress. I think I was closer to being able to overcome it this week. Oh gosh, I shouldn't sit here like this. My pelvis. So to help overcome the hurdle that I can't get past with about that 6 inches off my chest, for these sets of 3x3s, I'm going to do pause reps and then just try and come out as explosively as possible. And for the 2 sets of 6 to 10, I'm going to do sticky point reps, I guess is what I'm going to call them. So because I can't, that 6 inches is where I'm getting stuck, I'm just going to come down to that mark and kind of pause for a second and then come back up with that. So to try and help build up that chest, I don't think my triceps are too weak to get the 273 up, but my chest obviously is too weak. Well, that wasn't a pause. Alright, I'm going to wrap it up today with just those 2 exercises, just save some of the other muscle groups for some other days. Today's takeaway, be patient with yourself, but don't wait. If there's something that you want to do, just go do it. Everything I do, I plan for the future, long-term future, but I could die tomorrow. It happens. If you're in your 30s like me, then chances are you know somebody from your school or someone from your age group that's died by now, and it sucks to think about that. It's sad, but that could have been you, could have been me. So just go do it, man. Don't let fear hold you back. Don't let being a child keep you from being an adult. But be patient. Don't be complacent. Just get it done. I love how everything can be related back to fitness and working out. When you first start working out, you're weak. And you got to put a lot of time, years and years, to get strong. Same thing applies to any aspect in life. If you're early in the process, or you make the mistake that a lot of people that try to get into fitness make, which is to start, work out for a month, and then stop for 3 and work out again, so you're constantly a beginner, and you constantly have to go through that soreness of being a beginner. Just show up and be consistent, and you'll get stronger, you'll get better. You got this. See ya.